Does the sample of a population affect our measurements? Today we're going to talk about how selecting a different sample of a population can affect the statistical measurements that we're taking. For example, take our class, for instance. If I was to complete a survey on the class, but only choose a sample of 5 students, and my question was, how many students play netball? If I only asked 5 boys, I might get the answer of 0. But if I only asked 5 girls, all 5 girls could possibly play netball. The same thing goes for the question of who plays Xbox. If I asked 5 girls in our class, I might not get many yeses. But if I asked 5 boys, then it is possible that all 5 boys probably play the Xbox. So depending on the sample that we take, it can affect our measurements. Let's have a look at some terminology. Population. A population is the entire group that is being examined. Sample. A sample is a small part of the group. If we were to look at the example of our class again, if my question was, how many students in 8E play the Xbox, then my population would be the whole class of 8E. My sample would be just a selected few that I choose out of the class of 8E. We take a sample of the population to perform statistics. Okay, let's have a look at an example. Here I have some data on full-time adult wages from the ABS website. Now I haven't put all the data here because there was too much to fit on one slide, but the data is from November 1994 to November 2019. And what the data includes is full-time adult wages. Here in the left-hand column is the population figures. In the middle column is just figures from males, and in the right-hand column is just figures from females. Now what I have done is I have calculated the mean and the median of the total population, so the left-hand column. And I found that for the total earnings, so a full-time adult wage, weekly wage, the mean was $1,162.27 and the median was $1,124.10. Then I decided to select a sample from the population and I just selected male earnings. And I found that mean was $1,253.01 and the median was $1,207.70. Then I decided that I would select another sample, but this time I would only select females. And when I did that, I calculated that the mean female weekly wage was $990.26 and the median was $958.10. So from these 3 lots of statistics and measurements, we can see that it was really dependent on what sample we selected. If we selected a sample from all of this data that predominantly had females' wages in it, then our mean and median is a lot lower because females in general earn less money than males. But if I select a sample with males in it, then I will get a higher mean and median. This shows us that the sample that we select from a population can affect our measurements of mean and median. That is something that you must always remember when you are taking samples. So it's a good idea to try and make sure that when you take a sample, you're taking a good sample of everybody in that group.